Hi everybody. I know I've been off this week, I've been really busy, but what I was doing for everyone is going out and getting myself some new cards. I had saw these cards here, the Law of Attraction cards. I've not actually witnessed anybody else on YouTube using these as of yet. I mean, I think they have been out a while, I've just not seen them being used. Could just be I've not been seeing the right people, but I thought this is something maybe a wee bit different, especially when I do my kind of pick a bundle kind of thing. This looks quite good. I thought I would do a review on them and see what I think of them. I have opened them, right, so I've had a wee kind of look through them because I couldn't contain myself any longer. You see, this waiting and opening, taking off the cellophane and everything just doesn't work for me. I also had been given, it was my birthday in September, and I was given these. I had actually asked for them, and it was my son got me them. It was a Loving Words from Jesus, Doreen Virtue's kind of new thing, and I'll give you a quick review on them too. And last but not least is the Earth Magic Oracle cards. And by Stephen D. Farmer. This was Doreen Virtue's ex-husband, if I believe. I think I'm right in saying that. I think this is her ex-husband. So without any further ado, I won't keep you waiting any longer. We'll get started with the Law of Attraction cards, which I get my glasses on so I can read it. Right, it's a 60 card deck with Esther and Jerry Hicks, the teachings of Abraham. Jerry has since passed. He's passed, I think it was in 2010 or 11, I think. I think these must have came out in 2008. Well, probably somewhere on it will tell you. Right, it says up here the publisher is it's published in different countries, probably America, okay, but they're printed in China. But it says here, although you've always been surrounded by the evidence of the law of attraction, a conscious awareness of this powerful law will be activated within you as you experience these beautiful cards, and your deliberate control of your experience will be dramatically enhanced. We know that you are meant to live a joyful life, and we also know that conscious, deliberate self-empowerment is essential to be able to live such a life. It pleases us to know that these cards will remind you that you do have personal control of your own life experience, and that's just signing off Esther and Jerry Hicks. I don't know where Abraham's in this, because that's who the teachings of Abraham. It's Abraham that talks through her. I did say how many cards, didn't I? 60 cards. Again, it's Hay House. There we go. There's the Hay House logo. And it's a good Hay House box. It's what you would expect from Hay House. Really beautifully kind of glossy, nice colours. Well, let me see if I can see who the artist is. Cover design by Amy Gingerly, and the cover art by Christina Swarner. Okay, these were it says up here in the US it's $15.95. I paid $13.99 in Waterstones in Glasgow, so it'll be equivalent to where I wouldn't imagine, unless you're maybe buying them on eBay or whatever. I don't think you'll get them much cheaper than that. Now let me see, for 60 cards. And a lovely wee box. I always like the boxes that you get from Hay House. They're nice, strong, sturdy boxes that you can have in your bag if you're moving, if you're going to do readings elsewhere, and it protects your cards really well. The cards themselves are lovely and glossy, and it seems to be on one side they're quite they're kind of pastel colours, but on the other side we have the great artwork. Now, did I just take out something there? Oh, here we are. That's Esther and her late husband. And it says, Number Work Times best-selling author Esther and Jerry Hicks have been producing the leading-edge Abraham Hicks teachings since 1986. In November 2011, Jerry made his transition into the non-physical. And now Esther continues to conduct the Abraham seminars with the help of her physical friends and co-workers, and of course with the non-physical help of Abraham and Jerry. Right, so here we go. And it's a wee little message on the other back. Hang on, it says here, please note, on some of the cards in this deck, the copy on the front is a statement or an affirmation, and the back is a message from Abraham. Right, okay. However, some of the cards have affirmations in both the front and the back. On these cards, the copy on the back is in quotes. Okay. Well, like, dear friends, although you've always been surrounded by the evidence of the law of attraction, it just guys, it just states what it says on the back of this, what I've just read. So I won't bore you reading it again. But the cards themselves are really, I mean, the artwork is lovely. I mean, it's really attractive. It's bright and cheery. It's, I'll give you some, I'll let you see some of them. I know who I really am, and there's the kind of affirmation on the back, and it says, you are an extension of non-physical energy. You are indeed an extension of which we are. We are known as teacher, and we are known as Abraham, and we are together because of our matching intentions and desires. So that's the back of that one. I won't read them all out to you because you'll be, there's 60 cards, so I don't want to really make this too long. The universal law of attraction. The law of attraction is my life's basis. I am a magnet attracting unto myself. My thought manifestations enjoy a buffer of time. I can create my world as I choose. I am not in competition for well-being. Goodness, I didn't get a camera. My thoughts are like powerful magnets. You know, they only are numbered as well. Do you see that? Yeah, they are numbers 43, 45. I had a wee look through them and kind of shuffled them up when I was kind of playing with them myself. I think it's putting your own energy into them and you know, getting to know the cards. I always find that when you first get cards, you've really got to work with them. My inner being guides me through my emotions. I mean, they're very simple. I don't want to insult any artist, but they're very simplistic artwork. I mean, they are beautiful though. I mean, look at the wee house. I mean, a child could have done this. Even though, obviously, they are still very beautiful. I do not need to monitor my thoughts. I don't know if I believe in that. I do not need to monitor my thoughts. Let's see what it says at that. Rather than trying to monitor your thoughts, pay attention to how you are feeling. For if you should choose a thought not in harmony with your broader intentions, you will feel the discord, and then you can redirect your thought to something that feels and therefore serves you better. See that I think that's quite a misleading one, because you should be monitoring your thoughts. I'll flick through them. That is lovely. I like that one with the swan. There is nothing I cannot do, do or have. My creative workshop process works for me. I'm really going to enjoy trying to work with these, and I will put them into my readings if it's just a case of pulling one out and see what the message is. More and more people are open to the idea of the law of attraction. I don't think you have to really explain it to many people nowadays. It is. That's really pretty as well. I cannot create in the experience of another. There is some of them I do wonder. I don't always agree with, but you know, once you read a kind of little message at the back, you can see where they're coming from. You know, and at the end of the day, you're free to think what you want to. I love the colours. The cards themselves are quite big, but as I've explained to you before, those who follow my channel, I do have really small hands. And sometimes working with a big card, that looks like maybe the red hair. Sometimes when you're working with a big card, it's really hard to shuffle. And I went through these so they wouldn't stick. And they're actually not bad. They're not too slippy. Sometimes you get really slippy cards that end up all over the place. If you're thinking they're just a nice thickness. They're still quite bendable without being flimsy and cheap feeling. These feel expensive. These feel expensive, and I think it is a really good way to remind yourself when you feel quite negative. And it says here, I can create castles as easily as buttons. And before you come in and jump in and change, is it all you think, right, go with this, go with what it's telling you to do, or you're completely coming away. When you understand the law, then you understand that it is not more difficult to create a castle than it is a button. They are equal. It is not more difficult to create $10 million than 100,000. It is the same application of the same law to two different intentions. I said 100,000, it's a million, sorry. I'm getting mixed up with my zeros there. Not that I've ever had that in my bank account, so that's maybe how I got kind of confused. I understand the rules of the game of life. They are nice. I'll try them out and see how I got on with them, see if my followers like them. And I think it might actually be a good deck for those that don't do card readings. It might just give you, pulling one in the morning and see how your day's to go, see how, if you can use it to focus your mind to see what it is that you want to do. Oh, that's a nice one. Our little babies are also thinking beings. Thinking on the day, the child is thinking on the day it enters your environment, and so beliefs are easily transmitted from adults to children. The child is vibrationally receiving your fears and your beliefs even without your spoken word. So give thought only to what you want, and your child will receive from you only the vibration of those wanted thoughts. That's a really nice one, and I think that can be quite true. I think children, especially young babies, pick up in your energy. If you're nervous or unhappy or sad, they get irritable and cry and everything. So I do think that's very true. But this would be great for doing pick a cards, because every morning this means a little kind of instruction, as they say. I don't know if that's so much as an affirmation, it's more of an instruction. Every morning for 30 days I will intentionally intend. If every morning for the next 30 days you begin your day by saying, I intend to see, I expect to see, no matter who I am with, no matter where I am, no matter what I am doing, I intend to see that which I want to see. You will change the momentum of your life experience. See, when I read these words out, I can actually hear Esther Hicks's voice. That is exactly how she speaks, very, very quickly. I know it's Abraham that is coming through her, but she speaks very quickly, and that's this kind of quick message that they do give, that she does give. They are nice. I do like them. I think the artwork's beautiful. Simple, but the colours are just beautiful. And as I said, they were $13.99 in Scotland, in Glasgow. Apparently they're $15.99 in the USA. I don't know what would be in Canada. But I do like these. I think the artwork's beautiful. They're almost like something from a children's book. Quite innocent. There's a kind of innocence about these cards. There's nothing shocking that you say, oh, I don't know. There's some sets of cards that can be quite alarming. But of course, these are the law of attraction. You wouldn't want anything that was going to cause alarm. So the artwork is actually very, it really suits the type of card that they are. Childlike, innocent, great colours, uplifting, and the more I'm flipping through them, the happier I feel. I actually quite feel. There you go. My goal of happiness is important enough. I do like them. I think they're nice. I think they're worth the money. I spend a lot on cards, and some cards I get I never use. You'll never see them, but I feel that I will connect with these. I think they are nice, and for 60 cards. 60 cards is, that's actually quite good, because normally it's between 40 and 44 cards you get in these boxes. So I hope if you like these cards, you maybe want to invest in them. As I said, I buy these myself, guys. I'm not I'm not getting asked to do it by anybody. I'm not getting asked by Hay House or anybody else. These are just something that I think that my own clients would like. So I hope you like these. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I do readings all the time and tea leaf readings. So I hope to see everybody later in the month of October, November. Speak to everybody later. Bye bye.